for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. 2-1 loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Got it. Three. Combo. Recon, 132 fighter. Got it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. X3. 2AC, chop. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott.
In order to play a really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Topper! Check it back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's Elliott, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. He'll bring it back to just about the... .25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set. 10-2, sir. 80 weapons.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 26-yard line.
General West.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 18-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football. but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
39 yards there, a big one.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Protein spill.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sass.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards in the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Sanderson stepping up. He'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
90 Wolf.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sanderson. And that will be incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, Wood. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. 6'6", pull it high. Don't let him breathe. Go on. Don't let him breathe. Ready?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch. Be crib.
Throwing on first down. Sanderson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. McCann. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here we go. 30 base. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Save. Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
61, matchbox lights. Bravo. Check 43. Check your hot read. Let's go.
Back to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a 3rd. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, 4 Mike, 48.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Rock it. Alert. 3 down. Deuce. 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Looking to throw on second down. Sanderson. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, Sanderson complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First down, Chiefs.
Operating from the gun, Sanderson. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And Nova. Hey, exit. 54. Cut. Watch the twist. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on. Hey, high 7. Mike 54. I don't even know why this team showed up. Watch the end. Right there.
On first and 10, Sanderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get it.
To throw again. Sanderson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Sanderson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 down.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Off to Geis on the screen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for L.A. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Come on,
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Geis. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Geis. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
60 outlaw. I'm scared.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
All day, Haywood. Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 48 for Mike. Hey, let's get this. 5.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Miller.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Back to throw. Sanderson. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, D66, pull it high. Tighten up. Go.
On 1st down, Miller with 1st down and more. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch out. Alert 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That one good for 33 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Looking to throw. Sanderson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sanderson. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 35. On 1st down, Sanderson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Greystone, grab it. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 25, check 25, check 25. Look at me, zipper. Right there.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready, set.
Titans on Ringo.
They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Ready, 30 base.
Check, 48's the mark. All day, just like that.
Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the ball comes loose.
Eventually recovered by the offense. Result of the play, first down and 10.
Rack. Kill.
You draw Corkers.
They'll run on first down. McCann. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
22 jet bomber. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Off play action. Sanderson taking a deep shot here for. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Off the play fake. Sanderson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darius Leonard, his second sack of the night. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Sanderson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off.